what was the impact of each discovery?
Okay. So, do you think he is responding to that through those subtopics? What was the impact?
All I put was what types of people did they see on the voyages?
What type of people did they see, and how were they impacted? I would stretch your thinking there, okay? Because what you're doing right now is you're recalling a lot of information, but your question is asking about impact. So whoever they interact with, right, those people that they interacted with, it impacted them somehow. So what I'd like you to put a note beside that one and say, how were they impacted, meaning their way of life, their understanding of the land perhaps, right? How was it disrupted, for example? So I want you to use your web, and I want you to talk about how you have organized how the web has helped you organize your information in terms of your question, okay? Because that's what this session is for. Sharing and helping us to organize we've gathered, but now we need to organize this information to make sure that it makes sense and it's
Why
clear.
did the Chinese get the respect they deserved, and why were other countries treated differently? I thought maybe for that one, for the comparison, you could do pros and cons and put, and sorry, not pros and cons, I meant for the Venn diagram you could put the Japanese and the Chinese immigrants, and you could see how they were, for the differences, you could see how they were treated differently, and for the similarities, you could put how they were treated like with disrespect in the same way.
I always like to put the big topic in the middle and then like some other ideas around it.
So a big main topic in the center and perhaps supporting ideas around it, much like the cloning of the author.
And I came across like different reasons why immigrants came to Canada over time and how it changed. And some additional wonderings that I have are, why were the reasons that the government in other countries pushed the habitants out of their country? My second one was, did Canada always allow immigrants to come to Canada? And my third one was, why did Canada pull other immigrants to come to Canada?
Yeah, so why do you think, let's answer your first question.
In the inquiry process, collecting information is not enough. And you've got a lot of information in your scrapbooks, you've got dates, you've got events, but now we've got to make the leap. We have to now make sense of this information. We have to draw conclusions. We have to analyze it, right? You have to show your opinions, your ideas, and using that schema to make those draw.
This happened because most people are more comfortable around their own race, like friends and family.
Okay.
They also can communicate easily.
According to Italian immigrants, the Italians might think that the Canadians don't welcome them because they are squishing in a little town called Little Italy.
Okay.
The Italians might feel welcomed into Canada because they made Little Italy for them. Or the Italians might have thought that the Canadians were greedy.
What does this all mean? So what?
The government didn't really care about how other people were living. He only cared about how he was living himself. He didn't care how other people were feeling. They didn't mind even if children from their backgrounds, they were sent to residential schools. He didn't care that they were being pressurized and abused and had needles stuck through their tongues and had their hair cut out.
Okay, good.
I like how throughout this unit you get to really control your learning.
What's the difference?
He said, you get to control your learning, and doing all these different activities makes it more fun and makes me want to do it more.
I found out a lot of new ways to organize my research and also gather research. For example, the graphic organizers, I can use different types of them that I didn't know before.
Now know how to use the graphic organizer more effectively. We can analyze and do that stuff more like easily because like now we know how to draw conclusions and infer of the what with the work we've done.